Aloha mai. Aloha gang o ia kona ke ia. It's Jason, and I'm coming to you today from my apartment in New York City. I wanted to tell you guys about a picture that kept popping into my head yesterday. See, when I was in Hālawa Valley on Molokai in July, we had crazy rains, like winter rains, but it was strange because it was summertime. And we had incredible floods that would come down from the mountains. And I mean, it would just like the waterfalls were crazy, and then they would run into the river that runs through the valley, and it would kind of wash out the beach, and the river became impassable. And there were a lot of days that we couldn't do a hike up to Mo'oula Falls, or it was kind of scary. And this one particular day, the river was okay. It wasn't too high, and I was asked to lead a group of people up to Mo'oula Falls. And Pop said, "Oh, I'm gonna walk to the waterfalls with you, or at least down to the water." And we got to the river, and he said, "Okay, Yakona, you take them across, and I'm going to stay behind." And he waded out into the water, and I watched him kind of reading the current and reading how the water was moving around the rocks. And I said, do you want me to stay behind and help you? And he said, no, no, no. You're Kuleana. Your responsibility today is to take these people to the waterfall, and I'll see you when you get back. And then I saw him kind of bend down and feel where the water was kind of breaking over the rocks. And I led the people across the water and then took them up to Mo'oula Falls. And then when I came back, he was already, back at the house, and there seemed to be kind of a clear pathway of stones through the river, certainly far more passable than what we had crossed when we first made our way up to the falls. So I got everybody back, and then I met him back at the house, and I said, "So what did you do?" And he said, "Oh, well, the flash floods have taken a lot of the boulders, and it's moved them downstream, and it's kind of made some blockage in the river, which is why it was running that way. And I just needed to kind of go in and look at the situation and figure out what needed to be done and move the rocks." And I've been writing these songs lately, and I have become creatively stuck. And sometimes when I get creatively stuck, I feel like a sense of shame. Like maybe I'm doing something wrong, or maybe it's the universe's way of saying, don't do any more songs. You're not cut out to be a songwriter or whatever. And yesterday, that was certainly how I was feeling while I was working on a particular song that haunts me. And I sit down to work on it, and I just hit the same spot over and over and over again. I can't find the right rhyme. I can't find the right picture. So anyway, as I was frustrated and in this bubble of anger, I pictured Pop standing in the river and moving these boulders, and I thought, he never said that there was something wrong with the river. He never said that the whole thing needed to be scrapped. Instead, he went in to the water, and he kind of got his bearings and ascertained what was going on, and figured out where the blockage was and what needed to be moved around. And then the river flowed well again, and it made it passable again, and people could go across the river again, and it was easy again. And here I am judging myself, saying, you're a bad person, Jason, and you're a terrible songwriter, and you should just give up. And how silly that is, because it's kind of like the river. I've got these blockages right now, and I've just got to kind of get into the water like Pops would do, and figure out where I'm blocked, and move the things around that need to be moved around, and open up those pathways again. And it doesn't mean that there's something wrong. It just means that something just needs to be fixed. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking about. Do you guys have blockages too? Do you ever feel ashamed when things don't go smoothly, or maybe it's some kind of divine sign that you're doing the wrong thing? Or do you look at it and say, well, I just need to tweak it a little bit. I just need to fix it. I don't know. That's where I'm at this week. But today I'm happy to tell you that I'm standing knee deep in the river, so to speak, and figuring it out and trying to move these creative boulders out of the way so that I can get the songs flowing again. And that's where I'm at. Happy Aloha Thursday, gang. I hope you're having a great week. I hope you'll drop me a line and let me know how you deal with creative blockages. And I look forward to talking with you very soon. Ahui ho.